out on location now. Jill's in Grande Prairie for events celebrating the soon-to-be-opened Philip J. Currie Dinosaur Museum, and it's going to introduce us to the man who has lent his name to this world-class facility.
And this is it right here, the Philip J. Currie Dinosaur Museum, and I'm being joined by the man himself, Dr. Philip Currie. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Good morning.
It's great to see you. This is a really exciting time. The museum is nearly done, and I know that you did the walkthrough yesterday with Dan Aykroyd and some special guests who are a part of this weekend's event. What did it feel like to you to go through the museum yesterday?
Oh, it was so exciting. I mean, it was staggering. Needless to say, having something named after you is a great honor, but to me, the main thing is that it's a wonderful museum for displaying dinosaurs, doing educational programs on dinosaurs, and of course doing the research on dinosaurs. So it's a full package, and I was so pleased to see that they'd incorporated all those things into one building, and it's a very nice looking building inside and out.
Yeah, absolutely, and open to the public come spring. And just 15 kilometers south of us, the Pipestone Creek area, which is a significant deposit of dinosaur bones, the largest deposit of horned dinosaurs in the world. So now you do excavations all over the world. Why is this the perfect place for this museum?
For us, the dinosaurs, of course, are right across the province of Alberta, and we have many good sites, and we have good museums like the Tyrrell Museum or the University of Alberta Museum and so on. But it's very important, I think, to have a museum in the area where some of the biggest dinosaur deposits are, because then you have a focus in that area. It means that local people are more aware of what's around them, and they go out and they find things for you, and they bring back those reports, and people do even more work. So we've known for a long time that Grande Prairie is a very rich area as far as dinosaurs are concerned, but it doesn't have the notoriety of Drumheller or Dinosaur Provincial Park. But I think it's going to get it in the next few years.
Is that right? So Grande Prairie will be on the map for that purpose?
Absolutely. Grande Prairie is going to be on the map for both scientists and for tourism.
Mm-hmm. And how significant is the discovery just 15 kilometers south?
It's the best horned dinosaur deposit we have right now. It's incredibly dense. We have up to 300 bones per cubic meter, and we continue to find more and more specimens of this animal, and by finding more and more specimens we understand how much variation there is in one single species of dinosaur, and we can use that information to apply it to many other types of dinosaurs where we only have one single specimen per species.
Okay, and can you speak a little bit to the species that is found here?
Pachyrhinosaurus lacustae is an animal that we named about 5 or 6 years ago. And this animal is very bizarre looking. Most people are familiar with Triceratops with 3 horns on its face. Well, Pachyrhinosaurus, by the time it reaches adult size, has lost those horns. They've grown into these big bosses of bone on the face, and we don't really understand why, other than the fact that it distinguishes them from other horned dinosaurs. And they have so much variation from the babies to the adults that it's extreme for this kind of dinosaur. And on the frill at the back of the skull, which is basically a naked frill in Triceratops, in Pachyrhinosaurus, it's adorned with all these horns. In fact, there's one out at the center of the head, and at one stage we were going to call this thing Pachyrhinosaurus unicornus because it looked like a unicorn. Then we found another one with 3 horns on it, so it's quite bizarre.
Quite bizarre. And how many animals do you think could be here?
Well, we're looking at hundreds or maybe even thousands. The bone bed is so big, we've excavated maybe 5% of the bone bed that we know about, and we've already found about 40 or 50 animals.
Wow, incredible. Incredible discoveries here in the region, an incredible weekend ahead. Congratulations to you for the accomplishments this far. The Philip J. Currie Museum just behind us, currently under construction. Great weekend ahead, open to the public come spring 2015. Tara?
Absolutely, a reason to head up to Grande Prairie, and we will check in with Jill once again before the show is over.